Hello, what is up guys? I'm here today, back with another Black Desert video. Today's video is going to be an extension of my AFK fishing guide that came out last year, and in today's video we'll take a look at how to pick out where you want to do your AFK fishing at. Quickly before we get into the video, if you're new to the channel, new to Black Desert, or you've been watching videos on the channel and still haven't subscribed yet, please consider it. Helps to grow my channel. I'm pushing for 100k this year and would greatly appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get into it. And of course, I have to preface like any good content creator would and say, if you don't know what AFK fishing is, please consider checking out my guide on it, where I walk through how to get started with AFK fishing and some basics to it. If you've already established this or are just trying to figure out where you want to go AFK fishing, the website you're going to want to use is bdofish.com. I probably recommend this website about 45 times during every one of my live streams every weekend. This website is awesome for anyone who wants to get into fishing in Black Desert. As you can see on the map, pretty much every single body of water is called out on this map, and if you click on any region, so for example, if I just go to like Port Etheria over here and click off the coast of it, it shows you the drop table for that region. So if you click on the region, you can see the drop table. You can click on any fish and it gives you the value of that fish. So this blue bat star is worth 2 million silver. Probably a bit tough to see just based on the resolution of the screen right here, but I promise that's what it says. And you can literally zoom around the entire game world map here and look. So for example, like the river that runs through Heidel, you can see the drop table of fish right there. So you can just click through, see all the fish that are available to you to catch. This doesn't include the ancient relic farms. So two of the most popular spots for ancient relic farming are going to be off in the Tooth Fairy cabin location, which as you can see has no red fish in its drop table, but it does have the ancient relic farming that people love to do, and Duvenkroon also is supposedly a higher drop rate for those. But once again, same scenario, it doesn't have any redfish in its drop table. So if you're getting set up for AFK fishing, you're going to want to consider a few different things. The first is the level of your character. If you're below level 50, you don't have to worry about PvP and can fish at any body of water so long as you're not going to get killed by PvE mobs. So that is a major reason to leave your character below level 50. If you are above level 50, however, you're going to want to start looking around the map for creative locations that are in safe zones that aren't going to have a lot of people around them, because you want to try and keep the fishing supplies for the location that you're fishing in the abundant range. So like just as a silly little example right here, this is an Odraxia, the little pond in Odraxia, and if I cast into it, you can see that it is abundant in nature, so I'm going to have faster fishing catch rate while I'm out at this location. If I look at the map to look and see what was in that drop table, if I scroll on down to Odraxia down here, you can see that in that pool, there's only 3 possible fish that you can catch. And one of them is the char worth 125k. So that's the idea. You want to kind of find a min-max sort of system where you're going to be catching fish that are worth some significant silver, while either being in a safe zone or a not safe zone that doesn't have a lot of people in it. It's why nobody's actually ever going to give you their real fishing spot, including myself. I will, however, share one with you that is hopefully going to put you in the right mindset so you can get an idea of the type of little gimmicks that you should try and look for. So one of the locations that you can AFK fish in is Lake Flander. You can see the drop table for this location has a couple of redfish, some yellowfish, and it's right near an Imperial fishing vendor in Grana. It's actually a really great spot. But the problem with this spot is that it is a PvP zone. If you look in the top right corner of your map, it's red, so it's PvP enabled. You can get killed if you AFK fish here. However, there is a trade merchant that's just hanging out in the middle of this river that turns it into a safe zone. And from the backside of this merchant, you can fish in this pond inside of a safe zone. This isn't the only spot along Lake Flander that you can do this. This is just to put you in the right frame of mind. So be on the lookout for like things like trade merchants or small little vendors or anything that would make a region a safe zone that you would normally not be able to fish in if you are above level 50. Now, one final thing to consider when you're choosing your AFK fishing spot is its proximity to an Imperial fishing delivery. So we did mention these briefly in the previous video. However, if you need a quick refresher, it's that this NPC will buy fish of the blue rarity and above for 2.5 times the value at a limited quantity. So you can see how many this vendor here has left that they will buy of all these different types of fish. When you're choosing on the map where you want to do this AFK fishing, try to find a spot that is going to be relatively close to one of these Imperial fishing deliveries. You can use the find NPC function to look for fishing delivery, and you will see the location of the various fishing deliverers, so you can plan accordingly by pinpointing these locations. Now there is one alternate type of sale that you can do, and that involves having Artisan 2 trading or above, picking up the desert trade buff, and selling in Valencia City after having fished like somewhere out in the ocean somewhere. Now depending on the fish you caught, this might net you a little bit more silver than if you were just to dump them at an Imperial vendor. For me personally, the extra effort to travel and have multiple boats and all sorts of stuff set up and have the risk of being PvP'd if you're above level 50, simply put, is not worth all the effort to get those fish to Valencia City. Maybe if you have a fishing alt that's underneath level 50 and you do this consistently, but even then still, I just can't validate all of the traveling that you need to do. So for like 99% of people, you're probably going to be better off just picking a location that's close to an Imperial vendor. Do note that these are like any other Imperial vendor. Once their stock is out, you're going to have some sort of delayed period before you can sell again. You can always swap servers to find a vendor that does have stock remaining that you can sell of. And that is pretty much it for this video. So once again, guys, use the website BDO Fish. It'll help you to plan your different fishing locations. Consider the safety of your fishing location before you pick one. And also consider other geographical features of the game world, like where your current home base is set up, proximity to Imperial fishing vendors, which cities you have the most storage in, where your alts are going to be located, things like that when you're making this decision. Anyway, if this video is going to help you to progress here in Black Desert, do let me know in the comment section below. Also, once again, if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing, guys. Pushing for 100K. Would love to hit it and would really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching once again. I'll see you at the next live stream over on Twitch, the next YouTube video right here, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.